What are the 3 biggest takeaways people have to know about food?
I do a caloric restriction diet. So caloric restriction is one of the best known scientific ways to have positive aging effects. And so the recommended daily allowance for someone like me is around 2,500 calories a day. I eat 2,000, so about 500 calories less than. I've been doing this for a while. And so if you basically say the objective here is, how can I be in caloric restriction, 2,000 calories a day? And if I ask every organ in my body what you need to be in its optimal state, what does it ask for? And then how do you confirm that with data? And so currently I have the 2,000 calories in 3 meals. I take over 100 supplements, and then I do an hour of exercise every day. And then we just let the body report out, how are you doing? The expectation is not that people are going through 100 supplements. What I'm trying to show is if you allow the body to speak, and it can report out how fast it's aging, what its biomarkers are, what its phenotypic markers are, and you can just allow it. It's like, hey body, how is this going to treat you? You can get all the answers. And that's what I'm trying to show is in the frontiers of anti-aging science right now, if someone were to follow a perfect protocol, what is possible? And that's what I'm trying to be, is an example of what is possible. So there's a data point. Not that everyone's going to follow this to the exact T, but the advice is eating less would be great. Eating the right kind of foods is helpful. So like, again, this is like stop self-destruct. Like just don't eat potato chips and stop eating the sugar. Like try to remove the bad stuff and eat a little bit more of the good stuff, just as a starting point. Okay.
So avocados, yes or no?
Yes.
Blueberries?
Yes.
So basically sugar.
No.
So is it that simple? Eat anything I want as long as it's not sugar or processed foods?
I remember when I was bopping from thing to thing, keto, the way I understood it was like, you can eat as much fat as you want so long as it's blank. So like load up on the bacon and the butter and like whatever, just like go to town and you can eat as much as you want because you're in ketosis. This blueprint is a hyper specific thing to say organ speak, data output, science in. And so I'll show you the food I eat.
Okay.
But this is basically a representation of exactly what my body has asked for with 2 years of continuous cycled measurement.
But how different is what your body asks for versus what mine will ask for? Like, what are the similarities and what are the differences?
Yeah. This goes back to, where is your starting point? So are you already at the 98th percentile of optimization?
No, absolutely no.
So, yeah. So this question is not relevant because a lot of people focus on that of like, okay, but what's the translatability? What you'll see in the diet is they're basic things like vegetables and berries that we're all familiar with eating in our lives. And so when you're at the level of you're just trying to tame the worst self-destructive behaviors, just start with the most basic stuff, and then you can work your way up. And then if we get into that granular discussion of like, what about that supplement for you versus me and how we're going to respond? Sure. But like, let's not go to that level yet.
Because I'm not there.
Just the
You're looking at me and you're realizing I'm
just
not
the
there.
basics. Yeah. This is the thing with the sleep. And so like, just play the absolute basics where you're at.
Okay. And the basics are things we all truly know. We not follow it, but it's like, be healthy, eat things that come from trees or animals.
I mean, this is the funny thing about Blueprint is it's simultaneously, I think, one of the biggest ideas in the entire world right now. Also, the most basic thing we all know. Get good sleep, eat your veggies, don't do self-destructive behaviors.
Yeah.
It's really, really simple.
But you know, the thing is like, I think the reason why I keep digging is everyone wants literally a blueprint. Like, I want you to tell me right now, Erika, eat this many calories, eat this food and this food, no pasta, no rice. I want a blueprint.
Yeah.
Sleep 8 hours.
Yeah. And that's what I've done. So I have that. I've published it all for free. So if somebody wants to do exactly what I'm doing, it's all there for free for you to do. Everything's there. If we sober up and we look at the situation, we can see this as the exchange we're willing to say. We're willing to exchange our entire future existence to hold on to a few vices or a few norms. We've really missed the point on where we're at in this trajectory of the potential of human.
I don't disagree. I think my thing is just what I said to you earlier. I think you have the right idea and you are right, but I think you are too early for this to get adopted.
I applaud you for being open-minded. This is an incredibly difficult conversation because it attacks what feels like is you, like the very thing that makes you. And you can't even see this thing acting within. And so you've been very open-minded.
You know, whenever I'm stressed because I have these back issues, I get like these nerve pains across and I can feel like I physically am stressed because this is forcing me to confront this.
That's right. That's why I think I get so much hate. Is it pings these systems inside of us.
Yeah.
And these systems know they're desperate for their vice control. They're addicted. They don't want to be unaddicted. And it hits that and it just vomits out this hate. They'll take any angle they can to try to tear me down because it's so threatening to what their existence is. But it takes a legitimate 2 or 3 hour long conversation to slowly walk through this to get to the point where like, okay, like we're kind of in an interesting situation. We're not in control. We're not in power anymore. This emergent with AI, like this situation has changed. Even the past few months, it's dramatically changed the power structure of the world. It's a different reality. And so it really is, I think, the opportunity for us to get at the heart of the things that cause us the most pain and give us the most opportunity to experience the best possible future.